let's see here. The archers will DPS down that stuff right there, and here we're just gonna get a really valuable rocket. Please don't miss. And boom, hit everything. Everything's gone. Get out of town. Hey guys, it's Legendaray here, and welcome back to another class review. And today we are going to be trying to push up to 5,600 trophies using this Mortar cycle deck. Now, you might have noticed that I have actually switched out the spear goblins back to the archers. Now, the only reason that I'm doing this is because the archers are getting a buff in the December update. So, of course, I'm going to try and learn how to use the archer version of the Mortar cycle deck so I can try them out after the December balance changes have settled in. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into a battle. Alright, so it looks like this battle is going to be against Manu 3 from the Clan Olympio squad. Good luck to this guy. And starting off, we don't exactly have the best starting hand. Unfortunately, don't have a tornado. I would have wanted to activate that King's Tower, but looks like not gonna happen. And I'll actually have to use some bats just to stop that hog from doing any damage onto our tower. He's gonna zap out those bats, and I think we're gonna be against Hog Mortar right here, because you know he has the hog, he has the bats, and he has a zap, and I think those are all three cards that are really in a Mortar bait deck and Goblin Gang. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Mortar bait. So we can just go ahead right here, get a knight down right here just to protect that one archer, and he has a Dark Goblin. So this is really interesting variation if it is Mortar bait. Let's just go ahead and log out that Dark Goblin. Don't really want to deal with it, and hopefully the archer will go ahead and take out that knight. And as you know, with kind of Mortar kind of mirror matchups, you want to go in a little more aggressive with your Mortar. Now unfortunately, he's gonna play a hog at the exact same moment. He's gonna use his Goblin Gang to counter my Mortar, so really effective counter by him. Kind of aggressive on my part, not exactly the best outcome, but hey, you know what? We're still doing fine. We've basically done no damage to each other's towers. The archers will get a couple hits, taking that tower down to about 3,400 here. Let's just go quickly log out that Dark Goblin without doing any damage onto our tower. Dark Goblin is honestly just so annoying to deal with. But anyways, let's just go with an Ice Spirit. Let's just go with our Mortar once again, rinsing and repeating. And let's see here. Okay, he's gonna use his Knight, and we'll just go with our Knight right here to go ahead and tank for that. And oh, wait, he's got an Inferno Tower. So is this not Hog Mortar? I don't think so. I mean, I doubt you'd have an Inferno and Mortar in the same deck. But anyways, here he will play a hog to take out the Mortar, which means we'll be able to activate that King's Tower without taking a single hit from that Hog Rider, which is definitely really good. And of course, he doesn't have the Mortar. That means we can just straight up and rocket cycle this guy out. So let's just send in that rocket, and we're just gonna go ahead right here. Let's see, let's get a log right there. Let's go ahead and let's see, let's go get a knight onto that stuff, and then follow up by archers and a Mortar. Oh no, he screwed up our Mortar. Oh my god, we gotta tornado that back. Try and correct that before we take too much damage, and should be fine. About 30 seconds left. He's gonna fireball out our Mortar, so this is definitely not gonna be easy, despite having a relatively good matchup. He's playing it really well. Like, he's keeping up so much pressure that I'm actually struggling to keep up with the rocket cycling. So here, let's go with the Mortar to pull that hog over. Looks like we're probably gonna need to native the hog after the Mortar goes down, just because it won't be enough to take out the hog. So let's go ahead and use our NATO. Let's go ahead and use our bats to take out the Dark Goblin. And as we head into overtime, this is honestly a pretty annoying kind of match right here, because see, he's already cycled back to another hog, and he's outcycled my hog counter. So really well played. We're gonna have to panic a Mortar right there. That is not something I want to do. Let's go with an Ice Spear right here to take out that Knight, and the hog will connect for one hit, but that's fine. That's not the tower that he has as much damage on. And here we can just go ahead and log out his goblins right here. He's gonna try and hog opposite lane again, so let's just go and NATO everything to the center. He's using a knight and archers. Oh man, that's gonna connect for a ton of damage. Oh no, he's connecting on both lanes. Oh my god, this guy and his double lane pressure is actually so effective. But let's just try and go with a Mortar lock, because evidently rocket cycling isn't working too well. So yeah, let's just go ahead, try and get, you know, the Mortar cycle and take out his tower right here. Hopefully we can get a Mortar lock. Let's go with archers to block the Dark Goblin and take it out. And Mortar, almost gets a hit onto the tower, but that's fine. We can just, you know, go back to the rocket cycling, I guess. And Let's see here. He's probably gonna go with a hog to support his knight. So let's just go in right here with a mortar. Let's go. Let's see here. Let's go with a knight right there. Oh, that one spear goblin is actually doing so much damage. We screw up our ice spirit. This is actually bad. Let's go with a nade right here to pull all the stuff together. And oh man, this is honestly so sketchy, guys. We are not able to break through too well here. Let's just go with a log onto that dark goblin. He cycled back obviously to his hog. So let's just get with our mortar right there. And see, it's gonna knight, and I think we should be fine. So let's just go ahead right here and send. Oh wait, yep, we're fine. Sending in that rocket. Oh, we did take one swing from the hog, but I think we're fine. So yeah, 1 minute and 20 seconds left in overtime. I honestly don't know if we're gonna be able to win this match. We have to send in 2 more rockets. So here, let's go ahead and get a log onto this stuff right here. Let's go ahead and get a tornado onto all this stuff. Let's go get a knight down a tank. Let's go get an ice spear to freeze the hog. Looks like okay, we do end up needing it, and let's go ahead and send in that rocket. He's just gonna throw away a goblin gang, so I think one really big misplay on his part. So now we're just 1 rocket away from getting the dub here. 54 seconds left in overtime. Let's go get some archers down. We can always NATO if we have to. So yeah, looks like we're just gonna go ahead and NATO the hog back. And there we go. Cycled back right to the rocket, putting that dark goblin down, sending in the rocket. That's gonna be GG. And man, despite having, in my opinion, a relatively good matchup, this guy played it so well. And it was actually a really close game. So GG right there. And let's go ahead and hop right back into a battle. Alright, so looks like this battle is going to be against Eduardo from the clan Furia Latina. Good luck to him. And starting off this match, we do not have the tornado in our starting hand once again, so kind of unfortunate. So I think as we hit 10 elixir, he's gonna go with an ice golem in the back. We'll just go with split archers, and there we go. He's got a pump, so we'll just go ahead and rocket that out. Now I'm pretty sure this is 3 musketeers. Any deck with pump and ice golem is generally gonna be 3 musketeers. I mean, there isn't really that many effective decks with pump and ice golem that isn't 3 musketeers. I mean, I could see it being graveyard, but it's 3 musketeers. Yep, there's the 3 musketeers. So let's go ahead and nail them all into the same lane. That's probably my favorite way to deal with them. Get them in the same lane, and then mortar, hopefully to splash them out. But he's probably gonna play a battle. Yep, there's the battle ram. So we can just go ahead and log it to both reset his charge, take out some of the damage onto the 3 musketeers, and go ahead and clip onto the tower. So there we go, guys. Let's go ahead and get knight down to go ahead and clean up those 3 musketeers, and relatively solid defense. Actually, really solid defense. We took 0 damage right there, and we've got a little counter push right here with the bats, and okay, he's gonna zap them out last minute. I thought they would connect for some damage. That would be really nice. But anyways, let's just go in right here with a mortar, and hopefully it'll lock on the tower. Yes, the mortar's locked onto the tower. That is going to be a solid several hundred damage for us, so definitely really good right here. Here, let's just go ahead, kind of ignore that. Let's just go right here. Hopefully the archer will go ahead and go back and take out the minion horde. 1 minion will connect, and the ice golem will get his death damage. But hey, you know what? That's perfectly fine. We have like a solid 400 or 500 damage lead at this point, so I'm definitely fine with taking some ice golem headbutts to my tower. So anyways, let's just go with a knight in the back and go ahead and rocket out this guy's elixir collector. Now that knight might have been a bit of a mistake, because right here he could just play his 3 musketeers, absolutely shred the knight. So we're gonna try and go a little aggressive here, force out another defense so he doesn't have the elixir for the 3 musketeers. And now going to double time, let's just play a defensive mortar. We can kind of play it cool. We are in the damage lead, and he doesn't have a big spell. So anyways, here, let's just go with some archers. He's definitely gonna go with 3 musketeers sometime soon. Where are they? There they are. Let's go NATO everything together right there. All the musketeers in the same lane. Get a log onto the battle ram, take that out. Get an ice spear onto the miner. Nope, we completely screwed that up. But let's just go with a rocket onto that. There's no way we're gonna be taking that out if we didn't use that rocket. That's something that's really important for mortar cycle decks. You have to be very oh, there we go. Never mind. Let's talk about that later. There we go. Getting a predictive NATO onto that ice golem. That mortar's locked on the tower for several hits. Let's go with archers right there. Let's go with an ice spirit, and let's see here, that miner to go ahead and take out the stuff. Let's just actually activate the King's Tower. There we go. Never too late to activate the King's Tower, especially since both of my towers are still very healthy. So looking pretty good right here as we head into overtime. Let's just go with an offensive mortar as soon as he plays that elixir collector. And let's see, he's got that ice golem right there. Let's go with a knight, and let's see, he's got the battle ram. Let's go with archers. Mortar will be locked onto the tower. Let's go. Let's go with a tornado and ice spirit to go ahead and take out those minions. Boom, get out of here. Mortar locked onto the tower. That's gonna be several hundred damage. just done. So anyways, let's go with the knight to try and tank. Unfortunately, miner will lock on to the mortar, but we're just gonna replace it as soon as it goes down. He unfortunately has an ice golem back in cycle and those 3 musketeers. So yeah, that mortar is definitely going down. Not too much I can do here. Those bats were kind of wasted. Here, let's go with a log and ice spirit. Unfortunately, we screwed up our ice spirit, so we're going to go with a knight to go ahead and finish that off. Here, we're going to go with a defensive mortar to pull that right there. Let's go with some bats onto that right there. Let's go get a log onto, oh, well, nothing. And let's go get an ice spirit onto those minions. And as you can see, relatively solid defense. We can take quite a few hits onto that right tower. I'm perfectly fine with it. Making sure to split our damage. And here, we're going to go with some archers in the back. He's going to go in with an ice golem. Let's just try and go in with a mortar. Let's go and NATO the musketeers away so that the mortar will lock onto the tower. The mortar is so close. Here, let's just go and straight up rocket out those musketeers. Don't want to deal with it, and hopefully the mortar will lock onto the tower for a hit. Come on. Man, so close. And once again, we're gonna go ahead and log out nothing. But anyways, let's go with an ice spirit. Let's go with a mortar. We're trying to outcycle this guy's counters, and let's see here. Let's go in right here with a knight to tank for that. Let's go ahead and actually tornado the ice golem to our mortar's blind spot. No, he had 3 musketeers. I did a really bad job at counting elixir there, so that was actually a really bad misplay. Hopefully that doesn't cause my downfall. Here, bats will finish off that 1 musketeer. Log will finish off the 2, making sure it clips the tower every single time. Let's go with a mortar right here. Let's go with a knight and archers. An ice spear right here to finish off that stuff, and NATO that back with some archers, which will go ahead and take out that stuff right here. Let's go ahead and get a log onto all that stuff, taking it out, and 60 seconds left. We are not making much headway into this guy's base. We might actually consider rocket cycling because this tower is only 2 rockets away, and I can probably cycle to a rocket really quickly. So let's try and risk it all. Let's go in right here with a rocket. He's gonna go ahead and do 3 musketeers. Let's go ahead and put them all in the same lane, and the mortar will go ahead and splash onto those. Let's go with a knight. Let's go on with a log to go ahead and take out those barbarians. 3 musketeers go down. Ice spirit will go ahead and take out those barbarians. That miner won't do too much. 30 seconds left. Let's go ahead and send in that rocket. We've caught the dub. Man, the 3 musketeers is such a difficult match just because of all the spam we have, but look at that, just really effective, taking that tower down to that 2 rocket range and ending the game right then, right there. Alright, so looks like this last battle, 25600, will be against Eros from the Clan Olympio squad. Good luck to him, and starting off this match, unfortunately, no tornado again, so let's just go ahead and split our archers in the back. Now, he's got a tombstone. Tombstone generally means either lava loon or graveyard, so either one I am prepared for. Graveyard's a little bit of a harder matchup, and looks like it's going to be lava loon. So lava loon, I generally like to go same lane. I know some people like to go opposite lane, but for me, I find myself going same lane is a lot easier, just because, you know, he can counter the mortar with like 2 or 3 elixir, and even then, he can even ignore the mortar entirely, and then you'd just be screwed. The mortar would take the tower down to like, what, 2,000 hit points, and then there'd just be nothing. And anyways here, placing that mortar there, getting the NATO to activate the King's Tower right there, and then let's just follow up with bats and archers and a log to go ahead and finish this stuff off. Archers, the one really big advantage is they do a lot more damage in here. Oh wow, our King Tower actually took an absolute beating right there, but look at that. We actually managed to defend that push, only taking about 600 damage, and we have a really nice counter push with that mortar and the archers. The mortar will go ahead and take out that tombstone, and here, let's go with an ice spear and some bats to go ahead and take out the mega minion. Unfortunately, that mortar is going to be going down, so you know, not exactly the best mortar push right there, and now our mortar is out of cycle. Oh, well, mortar actually gets a shot onto the tower. Let's go. And let's see here, halfway through the match, not too much we can do. I'm honestly just gonna wait for him to play his lava hound. As we reach 10 elixir, I'm probably just place a knight in the back, wait for his lava hound, and after he plays his lava hound, we can go ahead and just rush with that mortar right at the bridge because he is low on elixir. Now here, I'll kind of show you guys exactly why I like pushing same lane with lava loon. As you can see here, we can just go ahead and NATO that back, and see here, the balloon. Unfortunately, the balloon will go ahead and take out that mortar. That was actually really unfortunate. But anyways, 1 archer there will actually survive. Let's go with a knight to tank for a follow-up with some bats to go ahead and finish that off. Let's go with archers. He does have arrows, but I think we should be fine right there. Look at that. Absolutely destroyed his push right here. Let's go with a mortar. Let's see here. Knight. Oh, knight. I thought the knight would get some damage onto the tower. That would have been really nice. But anyways, here, let's go with an ice spear. Let's go in. Let's see. Let's go with rocket out that balloon right there. Hopefully the balloon won't get a hit onto the mortar, and unfortunately that mortar will once again go down. So let's just go in with a knight, kind of rinsing and repeating. The one thing I really like about archers is that they won't die to like any of the small spells. But anyways, here let's just go with a mortar right at the bridge, get a NATO ready. There's the Mega Man. So NATO Ice Spirit, we'll go ahead and take that out, and let's see here, the archers will DPS down that stuff right there, and here we're just gonna get a really valuable rocket. Please don't miss, and boom, hit everything, everything's gone, get out of town. And let's see here, as we head into overtime, let's go with archers, and let's go in with a mortar. This version I don't believe has a fireball, so we can go ahead and afford to take to put up a lot more value with our troops. And here let's go ahead and get a lockdown to take that stuff out. Mortar's locked onto the tower. Let's go with some archers to finish off all this stuff right here. Let's go ahead and NATO back this balloon so it doesn't take out our mortar, and Ice Spear as well. Unfortunately, that balloon death damage will take out the mortar and the archers. But hey, you know what? Mortar's going to take that tower down to 1,071 hit points. We're going to immediately follow it up with another mortar here. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and rocket that stuff out. That is a 6-for-6 trade, so I do like doing that. And here, let's go with a log, because the mortar will go ahead and get a hit onto that. There we go. Mortar's locked on the tower. Let's go in with a knight. Let's go in with some bats right here. Mortar's going to get a hit. Tower's down to 750 HP, guys. So let's go get some archers down, try and DPS down the lava hound as fast as we can. Let's go get a tornado and an ice spear combination onto those minions, take that out. Let's go get a knight down to tank for those archers. And guys, things are actually looking really good. We've got a massive counter push here. Let's go in with our mortar right here. Let's get ready for a log onto that tombstone. Let's see here, let's go ahead right here, just log out the tombstone as quickly as possible, and hopefully that mortar can sneak a hit onto the tower. Come on, just one hit, boom, there's that mortar shell. Rockets sending in, towers within rocket range. That's gonna be GG, and we've just beaten an insanely difficult matchup. Wow, that was actually really crazy. All three of these battles were all really close. It went way deep into overtime, and there we go, pushing to 5,600 trophies. And man, this was a really solid pushing session right there. But unfortunately, guys, that's all I got time for in today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below, as well as a subscription to my channel. And as always, this is Legendaray, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.